I've changed all the tranny bearings, counterbalancer bearings, they're all brand new. We've got the transmission installed. We had the crank rebuilt, put a rod kit in it, rebuilt. Now we're ready to put the bottom end back together. There's a very important thing about the cowies that you got to make sure of. This oil pump gear, you have to make sure it locks into the back of this, and if you're not, you can break it. So basically when you put this on, you can feel it lock in right there, but you got to turn this down here and make sure, see, it hasn't dropped in yet. So you turn this a little bit and it dropped in that little bit, because if you tighten it down before you do that, you'll break that oil pump gear and you won't even know it. The blue one goes first. When you put the steel plates in, because it's going to go fiber, steel, there is a sharp edge, like you can feel it. There's a definite sharp edge, and there's a rounded edge. And it doesn't really matter. You can put the sharp edge down or the sharp edge up. You just want to make them all the same. Now the very last one is red stripe. Obviously, the bigger valves, intake, smaller valves, exhaust. Oil scraper ring. I know this causes controversy, but I always put it so it butts up and it's a W. I'm just consistent with all the motors I build. I do them all the same. Four strokes are not like two strokes. The rings spin all the time, but you want to put them on with the opening separated. You know, who knows when they spin, if they get, you know, how they spin, but they do move because they don't have pins like a two-stroke, where the two-stroke wants the ring gaps to stay exactly where they want them. That's why they have pins in the piston to hold the rings from spinning, where a four-stroke doesn't. Now in the compression ring, there's always a letter. Like this one has an N right here. That letter always goes up. Flip in, make sure it's in the groove. As you can tell, it's real nice. I had it all vapor blasted. I clean the valves, I polish everything. New valve guide seals, I've already installed it, all the valves. Check the valve adjustment before we took it apart. So when we did that, I knew that they were all a little bit tight. So we're going to put it together now, and we are going to check the valve adjustment, and we might have to make changes, but it should be really, really close. Okay, we're getting to the final steps of our project KX450 build. Now we're going to set the cam timing. And there's a little dot right there and a little dot right there, kind of right where those white lines are. You want to line those up with the surface of the head. So see how everything's lined up? That's lined up, that's lined up, and we know it's on top dead center. So the cam timing is perfect. I love using a lot of assembly lube because it's really good for the engine on startup, initial startup. Put the cam towers on and tighten them down. Pretty much done with the top end.